Hi and welcome in the second lesson in Bootstrap tutorial. In the last lesson, I told you that we will style the elements in Bootstrap using built-in classes. So in this lesson, I will explain the classes that will help you to add color and background color, border, and finally overflow. So let me start by text color and background color. I've prepared all of them before. So here is the text color and background color, then border, and finally overview. So I don't want it to be a long lesson. So that's why I prepared it before. So to add a color to a text, you just give it a class, text primary. So text primary give you this color, kinda similar to blue. And then to add a background color, just bg and then the name of the color. So there is a color called light, which is kinda similar to light gray. Maybe it's hard to notice now, but here is the color like this. Then there is a text secondary, which is kinda similar to gray, and then the background is primary, this color. Then we have success, and the background is danger, like red, and so on. And you can find the colors here, all the colors in bootstrap.com. You can find the name here. So this primary, secondary, success, danger, warning, info, light, dark, and white. The concept is how to add a color for the text and background color. Just type text and then the name of the color. And the same thing for the background. BG, which is short for background, and then the name of the color. Let me now move to border. So to add a border, just give the element a class called border. So it will surround the element by a border, like the first one here, the first one. I give it a background light so we can see the border and also see the element, and some other styles using CSS just to make it in the center and make spaces between them. So you just type border, and you can make border just from tab. So border tab, and border right, border bottom, and finally border left. So here is the border tab and right, and this one bottom, and finally left. But also we can remove the border. So for the first one, we can remove the border and make border 0. So the border has been removed. Also I can remove here the border from tab. So just make it 0. So the border from tab will be disappear like this. And the same thing we can make it from right. So that's how you can remove a border. We also can specify a color for this border. So border, and then add another class called border, and then the name of the color. So for example, let we make it primary. So here is a primary border, and for this one we can give it a border and just remove the border from tab. What we see, so the border from tab is removed, and then make a color for this border. So border, and the color, for example, let me make it danger. Nice. So the first one is defining a border, and then the second class removing the border from tab, then the border color, and finally this one is background color for the element. Also we can make rounded corners for the border. So for example here, and then make border color info, and make it rounded. So supposed to be this one, the last one. So it will be rounded like this. You can see the difference between this and this one. Here the corners not rounded, but here is rounded. We can make it rounded from just top. So just from left top and right top will be rounded. We can make it right. Like this. Let me change just the width and the height for this element so you can notice the rounded corners. So here the width, for example, let me make it 200 and the height, nice. So here is rounded corners from just right, top right and bottom right. We can also make the rounded as a circle. So it will be as a circle like this. Or we can make this rounded is large. So this rounded large and there is another value small. Let me see the difference. So that's everything about borders and how to make rounded corners and how to specify a color for this border. Finally, overflow. So overflow is a style to make a big content fit its area. So we have here a big paragraph as you see. So long paragraph like this. And just we have a width 300 pixels and height 300 pixels. So let we remove here overflow and see the difference. So as you see here, not the whole paragraph covered with the background. There is also some text got overlap with the paragraph below it. So overflow will make this big paragraph fit its area. And the first value is Udo. So Udo will add a scroll bar like this. So you can see the whole paragraph. So that's how you can make overflow like this. And then there is another value which is hidden. Hidden will cut the paragraph according to its width and height. So here we can't see the whole paragraph. Let me remove here the overflow and see. So here is the rest of the paragraph that not covered with the background. So overflow will make it cut. But of course we don't need this. We want it to be Udo, so it will give you a scroll bar to see the other or the rest of the paragraph that not covered with the background. So that's everything about how to make a text color background, border, and finally overflow. In the next lessons, we will know more styles like position and how to make width and margin, everything. So if you have any questions or something you don't understand, let me know. So practice what you learned today. Good luck and see you next time.